Hi everyone, Liz here with Garden Happy. So this is what I woke up to this morning. My dog Rosie completely destroyed my garden. Needless to say, I am not happy and she is in big dog trouble. The good news is this garden is getting a makeover, and what I'm about to do might surprise you. So the first thing I'm going to do is just clean everything up and clear everything out. I always like to start with a clean canvas before I can move on to the next step. This little garden area has always been my biggest challenge because it's also Rosie's favorite spot in the entire yard. So while I tried my best to keep her out of it, well, that didn't always work, obviously. So needless to say, I am very excited about this garden makeover because I came up with the perfect solution, and I can't wait to show you. And I figured this would be a great opportunity for the chickens to forage through the dirt and get some bugs. Protein makes for better eggs. So I've had a couple days to really think about what I'm going to do with this corner. Hello, Rosie. Come here, sit down. Sit down. Come sit down. Okay, good girl. And I think I've come up with the perfect solution. Now, when I tell you what I'm going to do, you're going to think I'm absolutely crazy. But since this corner is my dog's favorite, she loves to lay here. And it's also chicken's favorite corner as well. This is where they take all of their dust baths, which are so important and healthy for them. I decided I'm going to keep this corner for my pets, but I'm going to coexist with them. It's been so stressful trying to keep them out. I've created borders and I get mad at them, and that's just too stressful. So I'm going to coexist with my animals. I'm going to plant some really pretty flowers here and kind of just fence off behind me, but then I'm going to let the animals have this corner. And I found this sign at the thrift store. And I'm going to probably paint something on it that says like Rosie's Corner, or I'm going to paint something and hang it up here. Sometimes it's easier just to coexist with our problems and make the most of them rather than stress out over the little things in life. It's not like I don't have any other areas in my garden to plant flowers, right? Okay, so I'm going to get started. She's excited too. Lay down, lay down. Good girl. You get rewarded with your own special corner now. Yeah. Because I'm going to allow and almost encourage my dog and chickens to utilize this corner, I still want to create some boundaries just so they can't dig and take over this entire garden. So part will be for them and part will be for me. It's a happy compromise. So far so good. Now it's time to paint Rosie's sign and plant some flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is lightly sand the face of this sign. I want to scuff it up a bit so when I apply paint, it will stick better. Then next I will add a couple coats of primer. Oh yeah, and I have to put my special paint shirt on. I cannot tell you how many shirts I've ruined by painting. Okay, now that I got 2 coats of primer applied and it's already dried, I can think about what I'm going to paint on the sign. I like to practice my lettering on paper first, just so I can get an idea of how it's going to look. Yay, I'm so excited. I have my design all figured out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the base coat onto the sign. I'll probably do about 2 or 3 coats depending on how it covers. I have a lot of leftover paint in my cabinets, so I'll use something that I already have. And yellow is one of my favorite colors, so I'm really happy with the color scheme I have all picked out. Alrighty, here we go. Now for the fun part. And in case you didn't know, I do all of my artwork freehand, which means I don't use any stencils or tracing paper. I just eyeball it, take a chance, and go for it. In my opinion, art should be fun, not perfect. So I think this sign that I'm creating for Rosie's new garden will just add to the element and fit right in with the rest of the yard. And let's not forget, I have chickens too. When Rosie's not sleeping in her special corner, that's the favorite spot the chickens run to take their dust baths. So it's only fair I mention them as well and give them a special little recognition. So I found this really cool decorative iron gate at the thrift store. I think it'll make a nice addition to Rosie's garden, but first I'll clean it up a bit and then I'll set it in place. I made this little bracket using PVC plumbing supplies that I got from the hardware store, and hubby screwed it in for me. Now everyone's happy. Thanks for watching.